Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's your boy, TheKempire. You are watching us maybe on one of our many platforms, but we are live, of course, on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on TikTok. Hey, TikTok fam, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That way I'll be able to see your comments a lot easier, but you are welcome to stay where you are. Tap your screens. We are also live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Be sure to follow us there, guys. We will be posting exclusive content to that platform, those platforms as well. And we're live, of course, on Twitch and Twitter at the Kempire. Follow me on Twitter, guys, because there are certain things that I don't talk about anywhere else that I talk about there. And speaking of that, I also talk about things that I don't speak about anywhere else on my podcast, Kempire Radio. Head on over to kempireradio.com or just look for us in your favorite podcast platform, Kempire Radio. A new episode came out yesterday. Nicole said, whose bright idea was it to give Darcey and Stacey a reunion? I'm so tired of Jesse clout chasing. Nicole, we're going to talk about it. Guys, do what you got to do. Share this on your Twitter. Share this on your Instagram. Share this with your cousin via your text messages. Share this on your TikTok, guys. Don't forget to share this live. We are doing our Tuesday takeover. We're taking out TLC. Sorry, TLC. But, technically we always covered TLC and Discovery Plus. We're going to start covering shows that we don't talk about necessarily separately, like how we do the Real Housewives lives and things like that. We're going to just talk about reality TV on Tuesdays, a bunch of different reality shows. Because as you know, I'm watching Inventing Anna. I know that's not a reality show, but it's based on a real life person. And I want to talk about Love is Blind. We will do our ultimate recap of Love is Blind. We will. I'm aiming for tomorrow. And then I know the reunion is supposed to happen this week as well. So I want to do a separate live talking about Love is Blind all together. The ultimate recap of Love is Blind. We got to talk about it. So much is coming out online about the couples and the love affairs and all that other stuff. Thank you, Delsenia. Shout out to all my mods, guys. Don't forget to show love to the mods. Okay, Lisa told me there was something going on with Usman. Lisa says, okay, before we get into this, I just want to read this. Usman was on 90 Day season 4. He married baby girl Lisa, which we know, and says that they are still married and there's more. Shut up. I didn't know that they were still married. Are they married in Nigeria? All right, we will get there. We will get there. Guys, don't forget, you can also send me tea. And shout out to people that do send me tea on our texting community. Head on over to textkempire.com or text me at 347-647-2372. Again, that's 347-647-2372. Or head on over to textkempire.com. This is our weekly recap of reality TV. But this week, we're going to really dig into 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. We're going to talk about Darcey and Stacey, the reunion. I'm fully caught up. I literally forced myself to watch the last 3 episodes of Darcey and Stacey because, as you know, I kind of checked out. Because I just felt like the season was maybe a little too rushed, but maybe the contract that Darcey had with Georgie expired or was about to expire. You know how I feel about that relationship. She paid that man, and she paid for her engagement ring. It was a gorgeous engagement ring, though. It was a gorgeous engagement ring. Oh, goodness. I can't with Darcey. But the fact that they even gave them a reunion says to me the ratings are good. When I posted the hashtags for Darcey and Stacey on my TikTok, those are in the millions. So people are watching Darcey and Stacey, even though it's kind of lackluster. But I'm just happy for Sean Robinson. You get that check, Sean Robinson. Sean is 90 Day all the way. I don't know how she deals with the 90 Day community because it can be a little toxic. But let's pretend. Look, let's lay our hands over Sean Robinson in protection of Sean Robinson. Love Sean Robinson's like 50 years old, isn't she? Or 50 something. Beautiful. I'm just happy Sean Robinson has this job. Okay. All right. Lisa says, is this you, baby girl, Lisa? Baby girl's confirming all of the Kimberly stuff, but baby girl calls her Kim. Oh, my God. What did I miss? Hold on. Let me just scroll up. Okay. Sarah says, I'm tired of Darcey and Stacey. We're going to briefly talk about them. This is a 2-part reunion. This wasn't a 1-part reunion for Darcey and Stacey. If you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday. We're changing it to Tuesday Tuesday Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows that we don't get a chance to talk about anywhere else. Last week, we talked a little bit about Celebrity Big Brother. Just a little something we need to talk about. Just a little thing. I know Celebrity Big Brother's over. Misha won. Who cares? It got really terrible towards the end because it was very clear who was going to be the winner of this damn Celebrity Big Brother. And damn you, Cynthia Bailey. I wonder, now that you've seen the live feeds, have you changed your mind on Todrick when you were the only one to vote for Todrick? You couldn't even vote right. I'm so mad at Cynthia Bailey. I love you, Cynthia, though. Don't take it personal. I still love you. But you could... Todrick was coming after Chris Kirkpatrick's kids, talking about the kids in the live streams. He was talking about Tamar. You know, we did a video on that. We already talked about the side stuff of Todrick being toxic off of the show, not paying people. I'm going to say allegedly. We heard that he didn't do any of the Celebrity Big Brother press that he was supposed to do, which I think makes your prize null and void. So he's not going to receive the $50,000, but he doesn't need it. He makes a lot of money, not just on YouTube. He has like almost 1 billion views on YouTube, if not 1 billion already. He makes a lot of money on YouTube, but not just on YouTube. He has other jobs and tours and music that he puts out. So $50,000 to him is not a lot. Not a lot. He wanted that $250,000 and the glory of being Celebrity Big Brother winner. There was a lot that came out in regards to what he was saying offline. Part of the reason why people like Todd Bridges he was rolling his eyes at that final at the finale. Todrick, he just proved this was Todrick. You should have stayed under the radar, but when you are a narcissist, you don't even understand what you are doing to yourself. You just think everything is rosy and, good. So you're like, oh, I'm going to do Big Brother and win. Yeah, but it's not looking good for Todrick Hall. It's not looking good for Todrick Hall. But this is years. I told you, if you saw my video on Todrick Hall, I told you. We heard rumors of him not paying people back when he was on American Idol. That was 20 years ago. Right? 20 years ago, probably almost 20 years ago. That's when I was first introduced to Todrick Hall. And he has come a long way. And no one is taking away from his talent, but he is a terrible human being. Mocha says Todrick. Hey, I'm just going to call you Miss Santana. There we go. Miss Santana says, yes, I finally called it live. Yes, we are live every single Tuesday. This is our Tuesday Takeover, formerly known as the Tuesday TLC Takeover. No, because we're talking about a bunch of different shows. Just had to give you a quick update on the Todrick Hall situation. I mean, you could do a whole deep dive in regards to Todrick Hall. I can't remember the creator's name, but he's on TikTok. He did also a breakdown on Todrick Hall's path. Once I find the link, I'll post a link in the description of this video so you guys can just go through all of the problematic things that Todrick Hall has done over the years. He ain't a good person. Look, Speaking of not being a good person, Heather Gay is in the news. I posted 2 new videos, guys, on my YouTube channel talking about Heather Gay's DUI. There was a DUI. Watch that video on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. And something else has leaked. Kanye and Kim's prenuptial agreement is now available for consumption. I broke it down. Go check out that video after this live. But let's get into some reality TV talk. Okay. Where's my sip? Look. How come you haven't gotten your coldest water bottle yet? Go get your coldest water bottle and use the discount code KEMP10. Okay. Just to let you guys know what I'm watching. Inventing Anna from Shonda Rhimes is based on a true story. We're not going to delve into it deep. Maybe next week, because I'm still in the middle of it. I don't want to do any spoilers. But this show is based on Anna Delvey? That wasn't her real name anyway. Oh, that wasn't her name anyway. I get why people don't like the accent that's being used in the show, but it's okay to me. It's okay to me because she was fake and fraudulent. So why not the accent be fake and fraudulent? Shonda does it again. Shonda Rhimes, we will work together. I don't know in what capacity we will work together. I just love her brain. I think she is so good at what she does. Love Shonda Rhimes. I'm so mad that this is a limited series, but I'm so happy that it's a real story. Inventing Anna on Netflix is so good. The next thing I'm going to get into, and we will talk about here on our Tuesday takeover, the Twinder Swindler. We will talk about that too. But Inventing Anna is so good. For those that don't know what it is, it's based on a true story about this woman that was here in New York. Literally, when she was on the train, spoiler alert, when she was on the train and she had lost everything. She had just got back from Morocco. She had lost everything. Okay. Oh, well, I don't know if she lost everything, but she was homeless at one point. She was on a park bench. I don't know if you've ever been out, and I don't have my cell phone here. If you've ever been out and you know that you're not going to get a charge for a while and your phone dies, well, she's on the street. Her phone dies. Then she's on the train. She's clearly hungry. I felt for her in that moment. Homegirl was hungry. The Shake Shack bag was on the seat. She looks around. But remember, if you know Anna, then you know her mind is that she feels like she's above everything, even if she is stealing money, allegedly. Do I say allegedly? Even if she's stealing and not paying people. Homegirl had to take the bag. I was scared something was going to fly out of there. The way that the music was playing, I thought something was going to fly out like a rat. It is New York. Just saying. It was on the thing. And she takes the fry. She looks around. Oh, I felt for her in that moment. That Morocco trip, though, y'all. First of all, I can't remember the actress's name. Rachel, though. There are moments that I hate Rachel, and there were moments I felt bad for Rachel when she was sweating at that place at the Gardens, and she was sweating because her credit card wouldn't go through, and she was trying to get through to American Express International. I was like, damn, girl. Note to self when I'm in Morocco. That was scary. It's scary enough when you owe anybody anything, but you're in a foreign country.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
No one asked you.
Okay.
Who mentioned her name? This series is so good. I love the fact that Shonda Rhimes still uses people that we know and love from Scandal, from other projects that she's done. I love the side story of the older journalists that are helping Vivian write this story, gather the information for the story, because they've been put out into asylum in this part of the office where we do to older people all the time that we feel like, oh, they're older, so now we're done with them. I love the side story. I don't know if people are paying attention to that. All of these people are coming together and they're showing that, oh, you are writing us off, but we are still great at what we do. And we're going to mentor this young woman to be a great writer because of the collection of wisdom that is sitting right outside your office that you never come and visit us on this side of the office. Eddie said, it wasn't even Alexa, it was the other one. Why is she talking? I don't know. Mind your business. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday takeover where we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows and reality that is made into TV, because Inventing Anna is based on a real person. It's not a reality show, but it's based on a real person. It's incredible. It's incredible. If you have not watched it, I thoroughly am, and I'm almost done. Like, I'm trying to take my time with it, but it's hard to, because you're like, what's happening next? What's happening next? But was Anna really a fraud? Was she a fraud? Does her father really have millions of dollars? We shall see. We shall see. I mean, it don't look like it. I'm in Germany right now with them. It doesn't look like it. Anna has a lot of issues. But Nev, the woman that worked at the hotel, who is an aspiring filmmaker, she is my favorite. She might be a little delusional. But she might be my favorite. And thank God she didn't go on that Morocco trip. Like, part of me wants to rewatch that Morocco trip. It was so good. And yes, Casey, you were damn lucky. I'm just so glad the black girls got out. I'm just so glad the black girls got out. Wait, can we talk? Look, can we talk? I love me some Laverne Cox. I do. I love me some Laverne Cox. Loved her in Orange is the New Black. But I'm seeing like the same person in every role. And I kind of want to see, I don't want to see Laverne that I saw in Orange is the New Black. I'm just like, I feel like it's the same character, just a different story. I need a little bit more depth. And that's what I'm kind of getting from Rachel, because we saw Rachel in Scandal. Well, not Rachel, the actress. We saw her in Scandal, but I don't see that anymore. Because she's such a different person in this one. I need a little bit more, though. I need a little bit more Laverne, but this is still a great role for Laverne. Just on the Kempire, glad the black girls got out. I'm just saying. But I did feel for Rachel. And then when Rachel was trying to get back the $62,000 that Anna charged to her credit card, her work credit card. Damn. Ooh, Sister on the Moose says, I remember the scandal with Anna. When she was on the train, I was like, I literally could have been on the train with her and not even known it was her. Not even thinking that. That's just a reminder, guys. When you're just going throughout the world, you just never know whose story. Everyone has a story. And some stories are incredible and made for Netflix. For all we know, if you are in New York, Anna could have been right on the same train as you. That scammer could have walked right past you. When she went from one bank to the next bank and she got cash and then she flew to California. All right. If you haven't watched Inventing Anna on Netflix, it's worth it. This is our Tuesday takeover where we talk about some of your favorite reality shows. There's a lot that I want to talk about, as you can see. We will do our Love is Blind, the ultimate recap this week, probably tomorrow evening. So stay tuned for that. If you are a fan of these types of shows, a fan of pop culture, subscribe to the channel. The road to 100,000 subscribers is literally, look, we're getting there. So shout out to all of our subscribers. It is a subscribers only chat, I think. Look, I think. Yeah, anyways. Subscribe to the channel. Trust me, it's worth it. You're getting daily and consistent content here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, but also on TikTok and also on Twitter and Facebook. So follow me on those platforms and my Instagram. All the links are available in the description of this video. Let's talk about Darcey and Stacey really quickly. I am fully caught up. I did watch the reunion, but before that, I had 2 more episodes that I needed to watch, and it was hard. What I did enjoy that, because we love property, was when Stacey and Florian went to go look at that Miami apartment. I said, "Ooh, I didn't realize that we were going to get to see some property." And we've been looking at Miami property, watching The Real Housewives of Miami. So I enjoyed that. Their fashion show, when they came out to their own song, Darcey and Stacey, what in the hell? And how they were hyping themselves up. Georgie's walk, and then Florian making fun of his walk. And I was like, Florian, your walk wasn't much better. I also don't love when Georgie has his hair down. It looks so weird to me. I don't know. He probably looked really cute with if he cut his hair. I don't mind long hair, not for my boo, but I'm just saying in general, but it looks weird when he has it down. Acme says, but the Twinder swindler. We're going to talk about that once I get into that. We will talk about the Twinder swindler. I've seen so many news stories even today about that person. Okay. No one can stand another season of Angela. She's so crude, and awful. How did Angela come up? Is she going to be on Single Life? Oh Lord. I did hear that Angela and Michael have broken up. We shall see. The Single Life this past season was terrible. Season 2 was terrible. If you haven't seen season 2, that's exclusively on Discovery Plus. More than likely, eventually it will make it to the TLC because season 1 did as well. But Darcey and Stacey, their show must be doing well. They have a 2-part reunion. The first part aired this week. Sean Robinson, get that check, girl. Get that check. Just saying. Darcey and Stacey are so plastic. I don't know what they did to themselves. Where my Darcey and Stacey old photo? Let me bring up my old photo. Darcey and Stacey. This is what they used to look like. Ooh, hold on. This is what they used to look like. Darcey and Stacey, y'all. This is what they used to look like. This is what they look like today. Oh my God. This is what they look like today. Oh gosh. I don't know why look, your body, your choice. Your body, your choice. I stand by those sentiments. But they truly tickle me. I understand why the ratings might be so high for them. They truly do tickle me when it's just them. I don't care about Georgie. And I really don't care about Florian either. I don't mind Florian because Florian makes me laugh every once in a while. But the only real person on this show is their dad. Their dad, when he is pissed at them, I'm like, he's not putting on for the camera like we see Ben in 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days. We will get to that for those that were asking, because I'm sure you're probably a little confused. What are we talking about? This is now called Tuesday Takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows and reality TV that's made into scripted television. Inventing Anna. All right. So, okay, I'm done with those ladies. I'm done. The reunion, Tom, Darcey's ex, Jesse, who we were talking about on 90 Day The Single Life, is back. Why? I know Darcey and Stacey, Darcey specifically doesn't care because she's like, this is my show. You guys need content. I think she just goes with it because any real person would be over those two and you would not want them on your new spinoff. But she understands the assignment. She understands she wouldn't have a spinoff without having them come on. She wouldn't have this reunion without them coming on. But the big issue at this reunion is that Georgie is in New York City. This is where they're filming the reunion, but he doesn't come to the actual reunion. He's up in the hotel. His girlfriend, his black girlfriend, Georgie's black girlfriend, is actually on the reunion. And I'm thinking that's part of the reason why he didn't want to be on the reunion. Maybe the contract is up. Maybe his contract with Darcey is up. He's like, that wasn't in my contract to do a reunion. You should have renegotiated and got a little bonus like the housewives do. Georgie, I can't stand Georgie. I want the ladies to come back for another season, but let's get rid of Georgie. I think this is Georgie's last one. Now she has to find another fool to put on this show. Just saying. Bridget says, I'm not watching part 2 because why bring Jesse and Tom? Because this is TLC. I'm watching part 2 and I'll briefly talk about it next week. Let's move on. I've already talked enough about Darcey and Stacey. We have a lot to cover. Love Off the Grid, my new favorite show on Discovery Plus. If you haven't watched this is from the 90 Day Fiance producers. Okay, this is the 90. All my little slides are sliding. This is from the 90 Day Fiance producers, Love Off the Grid. Okay, I told you multiple weeks that I feel like the people that are on the show are genuine and authentic, unlike what we are starting to get on 90 Day Fiance and all of the spinoffs. Love Off the Grid is basically people that are living off the grid here in the United States and places like Alabama, Colorado, a bunch of different places, okay? And their partners are living on the grid, but they come to off the grid. And this was the finale this week. I didn't even realize it was the finale, but I probably should have known. Because our boy Josh, who I love. Look, I love Josh. Our Jason Momoa lookalike doppelganger. Well, word on the street, he got married October of last year. But they had filmed this before that, only a few months before this. So this latest episode, he leaves. He's like, I'm done with this. I can't live like this. I can't live like this. Honestly, I couldn't blame him. On one episode, they're killing a rattlesnake. You think I'm going to go sleep outside again after we just killed a rattlesnake? There are definitely more. So basically, they got into a fight last week, and he's like, I'm ready to go home. He ends up at a hotel. He's like, who? I can only imagine after roughing it for those last few weeks. I don't blame him. He was probably like, oh my God, a bed, a door to lock, no animals going to come in. I can take a shower. Acme, yes, they are. Acme says, I love Off the Grid. Are they having a reunion? They are having, I don't know if I want to call it a reunion because not all of the couples are together. It's a reunion, but they're all on their own stage where they're just getting updates from everyone. So there is no interaction among the couples. There is no interaction among the couples. This couple, I have to say, she apparently, according to the update at the end, they are still together. I actually like them together. I think he's sexy. I think they have a good vibe together. I still haven't learned their names. I don't care. But his mom is also living in the mountains, but I don't know if she lives in the mountains, but she has a house. Right now, they're living in some sort of like tree house. And it's not a tree house, but it's like a one-room little shack. But she's toughened up during this. But she has boys, back home, and she's like, I want the boys to come out here and see what this life is like. She decides to stay in the mountain. One of the other, I was about to say characters, but characters. I always forget to get their photo. I forgot. But they were also in the middle of nowhere. One of her dogs goes missing, was very sick. They find the dog, thank God. But she decides, like, after that experience, she's like, I don't know if I can do this. She decides, for the winter that she's going to go back. That's what we find out at the end. But during the reunion, he's asked the question, are you guys still together? And he just kind of gets like, so we shall see. I don't see her surviving out there for forever. I think they genuinely, that's the one thing I love about all the couples, except of course Josh, because they broke up. But I love that. I feel like the ones that work out or the other couples, they felt genuine. They felt like real people that really love the person that they're with. However, there's just that thing, like they live off the grid in the middle of nowhere with all kinds of animals and roughing it. I don't know if that's the life for me. Honestly, I was worried about Maisha. I was worried for Maisha. Maisha got married in this episode, or some sort of marriage. I think he genuinely loves her, though. We were worried for her. They have a polyamorous relationship. The other lady that they were trying to bring into the relationship, she didn't want to do the work. The question does come up. Have they been watching the recaps? The question does come up. If this is a cult that they're building during their reunion that's happening next week. I hope it's not a cult. But they're a cute couple. She makes me laugh. I feel like he genuinely loves her. He does this whole little romantic ceremony for them. They are officially married now, legally. They are officially married right now. And I'm still a little worried for her in the middle of nowhere. They built a house, though. Respect to him and to her, because she was part of helping build it. I am always fascinated about people that are able to work with their hands and build that. Okay, there were no walls inside the house yet, but they built a house. They were sleeping out in a tent before. Good for them. If Mary can start a... Never mind. Just saying. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. This is our Tuesday takeover where we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows. Let's move on to 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, because I have a lot to say. And we're already 30 minutes in. which is okay. That's plenty of time to talk about the couples. And the first couple that I want to talk about, and the only reason I want to talk about them first is because, honestly, he already revealed on social media that the producers were looking for, they found him. And I think there was one reality show they were going to put him on, but then they decided on 90 Day Fiancé. And you can clearly see from the interaction between Ben and Mahogany, or Mahogany, I don't know how you pronounce it, whatever, is not real. That's probably not even her real name. Ben and Mahogany. It's so fake. They're clearly trying to promote him as a fitness model because we had those weird scenes of him putting on tanner. His makeup artist gave it to him. Okay. She clearly doesn't look like the photos that she allegedly sent him. This is such a 90 Day. Why? This is where I get so annoyed because then it's like, okay, then everything that you do, I can't believe. I understand you have to pre-produce moments, but pre-producing a complete farce? This is a complete farce. Sonny says, yes, honey. 90 Day was a mess this past Sunday. Shaking my damn head. Gloria says she's too young. That's one of the things that we find out this episode. He thought she was 24, but her mom reveals that she's 22. I mean, it's 2 years difference. Either way, you're 50-something years old. You're still very old. Not old, you know what I mean? Older than she is. And she brings him to this apartment, which we all have said is an Airbnb. He also suspects that it's not her apartment. He's like, there's games you can clearly tell that she hasn't played. There's bunk beds. We all thought it was for her kids. But no, it's an apartment that she is pretending. And those people that came in as her parents didn't even look like her parents. They might be really her parents. I don't know. I don't believe this storyline. I don't want to waste your time even talking about it. Rewatching the episode, I was fast forwarding through his scenes. I was just like, this is so ridiculous. This says, I watched Kempire once and then YouTube started recommending like-minded streamers. Kempire, you're the best of them. I like your reality TV chat. Thank you so much, Diz. Thank you so much. Shout out to all of us that create content. Shout out to all of us. Look, it looked so empty. There was a surfboard. She clearly doesn't surf. Kendallin says that girl is pathetic. Ben is pathetic too. Honestly, the fact that he's going along with this, obviously he wants some sort of stardom. He's some sort of actor, some sort of model. Good-looking man, we've said it. However, I'm not interested in your fake storyline. That's not even believable. I mean, Ben is a far better actor than she is. Every time she hugs him, she doesn't even kiss him. You guys have been talking for how many months? This is supposed to be a relationship? I already spent way too much time talking about this couple, and I said I wasn't going to even talk about them. I'm just, ugh. Anyways. Oh, who do I want to talk about? He got so mad. He got so mad when she talked about him taking off his hat when meeting her mom. Oh, my goodness. But they're back together. They got through all of their issues. They're both insane. They're both insane. But they got through their... First of all, Panama City is a beautiful, beautiful place. They're going to see her mom, which is out in the country. Gorgeous. And so many of you are saying, Kempire, you need to go see Panama City. I'm going to have to add it to the list. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Unfortunately, we got to deal with Gino and Jasmine. He writes a card for the mom. She translates it. I don't know how you get over some of the things that she said to him or what he did to her by sending her nudes to an ex-girlfriend. But somehow they've gotten over it. But they're clearly both insane. He gets very upset about taking off his hat. Not sure what is happening there. Deborah, I agree. Deborah says taking off his hat is a sign of respect. Yeah, you shouldn't be wearing a hat inside. But she's like, when she brings it up, he's like, oh. He gets very upset. He got very silent. Cricket says, yes, you have Kempire. Let's move on. About Ben. Two wackadoodles. I was trying to do their laugh. I was practicing the laugh because, I'm practicing different impressions. I'm going to take it on the road. I'm joking. I was trying to practice the laugh and I got it down, but that's only because I literally heard it right before. So I need to figure out if I can do it again. I don't know. Both of them have a weird laugh. Gino and Jasmine have a weird laugh. And when they laugh together, it's so creepy. It's so creepy. The other creepy thing is that he has to give her evidence and reports. And they show past conversation where when he's out and about in the United States, she's like, "Where's my poppy? Evidence, reports." And he has to take a picture of where he is and what's happening. So when they get to this new part of town, he's like, he wants to go look around town. And then she was like, "I'm not going to make this easy for him. Evidence and reports." So he has to take a picture of where he is. He is going to get an engagement ring. I don't know. Look, I get it, pre-produced. I don't understand how you go from the weekend that they had to, "Oh, I'm going to propose to her." First of all, he doesn't have a job. Of course, he goes for the cheaper ring. Those obviously were cubic zirconia, right? Right? Those were cubic zirconia. That wasn't real. He goes for the cheaper ring. He's going to propose to Jasmine. But honestly, even though I don't know how they get over what they've gotten over, I still believe that they love each other. They love each other more than Ben and Mahogany. Ximena and Mike. Let's talk about Ximena and Mike. Do I want to talk about Ximena? No, let's hold off. Let's talk about, do I want to talk about them? These two, which are my favorite. They are my favorite. Apparently, he's still married to Lisa, baby girl Lisa. But regardless of that, he makes Kimberly. He makes Kimberly his girlfriend, and they have sex. And I know some of you are grossed out by that. I was grossed out myself. Because she was so happy the next day. He's talking about his yammy. I feel as if when you have to proclaim as much as he was proclaiming, says to me, he was not that impressive. Kimberly, let me know in the DMs. Hit me up on socials. Was the yammy really yamming? Was it? I don't believe him. I don't believe Soulja Boy. He just he gives too much. He gives too much in that instance. Anyways, so they finally, do the deed. They go to first of all, another place I need to visit, Tanzania. And that's where he decides he has, they always have some sort of deep, dark secret. But I believe this is a deep, dark secret. His song, Zara. Kimberly, what did you think the song was about? He has a thing about naming his songs after women he's been with. But Kimberly's going to give us the reaction that we need. Because he's going to reveal to her that the song Zara is about the beautiful Zara that lives here in the United States. She is beautiful, though. She is beautiful. Usman, do I think that he's in love with Kimberly? No. I told you last week, Usman will do anything to promote his music. He's not trying to get here on a green card. No. He wants to be the king of African music. He wants to be the Michael Jackson of Africa. He's not trying to come to the United States. Maybe, to promote his music. But he doesn't have to promote his music here physically. He can do it via this show. He will even sleep with Kimberly, even though he's not interested in Kimberly. I'm sorry, Kimberly. We love you, though. We here on the channel love you. We even made a song. Kimberly, 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 Kimberly. Why am I this way? Oh my God. Why am I this way? We love you, Kimberly. Oh my God, somebody said, I can't believe that song. Anyway, Barbie says, I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing anyway. Okay, listen, is this Soulja Boy's new hit? If he takes that song from me, first of all, he's gonna owe rights to Dabali DeMello, okay? and me. He will do anything, even sleep with Kimberly. Kimberly, I love you. I even love your son. Our son's cute. But he clearly will do anything to stay on this show. You saw how she was like writing, she was putting that line in the sand. And he's like, I'm going to make you my girlfriend. And I'm going to give you the yummy yummy. And he does. She was so happy though. She didn't care. You think Kimberly cared? She was just like, I don't care if you're using me to stay on the show. I'm still going to get something. I'm still going to get something. She got that yummy yummy. And now she has bragging rights. I slept with Soulja Boy, the king of Africa. I say that facetiously. Thank you so much, Acme. Acme says dance Kempire. At the end. Oh, Kimberly. We will see more from this couple next week. Let's move on. Let's talk about, we're going to get into you know who in a second. Let's talk about Memphis and Hamza. Memphis and Hamza. Oh God, I'm really trying to work on her voice impression. I just don't know if I can do it. So first of all, he says he's not ready to marry her. He's scared of her. She doesn't trust him. That's why she wants to make him sign a prenup. And then that's when she decides to reveal her deep, dark secret of spending 4 days at her ex's house. He gets very upset. She and him run downstairs. The mom is like, "What's going on?" She tries to, I think she understands some English, so she was trying to understand what was going on. But Memphis takes Hamza into the room and takes her mic off, but she does eventually tell us what happened. Backtracking. Can we just backtrack before we get to the serious part? She annoys, the last couple of weeks, we talked about how much of her voice annoys me. But also the baby talk. I don't know if that's how she normally talks, but when she's talking to Hamza, it's a lot of baby talk and it's annoying. Again, for those that are new to the channel, rumor on the street is that she had Hamza's baby, allegedly. Kay says Memphis' voice is annoying. Delsonia said, no, please, no Memphis impressions. Memphis oh, damn. Oof. Yeah. Everyone said they're not liking you, Memphis. Do I think that Hamza's using her for a green card? Probably. Probably. Now with the baby, he's going to get that green card. She's going to stick it out. She's going to stick beside him. But on a serious note, she reveals exactly why she had to go to her ex-husband's house for 4 days. She did not pass her boards. And only reason why I know this is because my sister's a nurse practitioner. I know the boards are hard. She did not pass them on the first try. And it really caused a depression. Rumor on the street, I don't know how true this is, that she does have some mental health struggles. But she does share a mental health struggle in this episode. And it clearly sounds like she was depressed and she couldn't get out of bed. So that was very, very serious. And they were able to get over that. But as you probably saw from the preview of next week, Memphis is being annoying again. there's a level of maturity that she does not have, and I need her to grow up a little bit or get therapy, something. Dom, thank you so much for the super chat. Dom says Hamza's English isn't perfect, but he knew how to say F this ish. This is true. This is true. I need to go to Tunisia too. That's another place. Not enough time. Thank God I'm my own boss. Don't be surprised if y'all see me show up here. Wherever the here is, I was like, what is this? This is perfect for a 90 day. This is perfect for, I don't know what this is, y'all. It's perfect for 90 day. Oh, there's just so many majestic places around the world. Oh my God, I'm seeing Panama City looks beautiful and lush. Colombia, beautiful and lush. Then we go to Tunisia, the history that's there. Oh, all right. Anyways, I've digressed. Since we were talking about Colombia, let's move on. Memphis, I'm sorry to hear about your boards, and obviously she has since passed. I don't know if I want her to be my nurse practitioner. Shout out to all the nurses and all the healthcare workers, but I don't know if I want Memphis to be mine. See, Nora's agreeing. The boards are not for the faint of heart, so I understand why she was upset. Yeah, and it's hard. The preparation. I remember my sister was going through the preparation, but it's not easy. It's not easy. So I think my sister passed on the first try, though. Moving on. Look, I always got to throw a little shade. Oh, God. Hold on, y'all. Let's talk about the lady in the middle. Ximena, you are a terrible person. And first of all, Ximena and Mike, as you know, we've been telling Mike, go home, go home. Mike did go home, got the influence of his dad and grandfather, and they were like, stop giving her money. Do not give her money for any sort of plastic surgery. And he actually doesn't. I was like, okay. Oh my gosh, Deborah, when you said this, hold on. Deborah says, hi, Kempire, in my Memphis voice. I literally heard it. I wish I could repeat it. I just can't. I already know what y'all talking about. Anyways. Ximena. This scene was so heartbreaking. This was so heartbreaking when first of all, there were certain parts. I know that Mike understands some Spanish. There were certain parts you didn't need that translated. When she said no quiero, I was like, I understood that. He wanted to know if they were going to be intimate anytime during this trip. And one of the things that she said was this: you're weird. And no matter how we feel about Mike, we've been trying to protect Mike this entire season. Mike is a little weird, but that should not come from your fiance. She also said she did not want to sleep with him, and that she's not in love with him. Let me tell you something, but this takes a level of security. This takes a level of maturity. And obviously, I do think that Mike is a little emotionally immature. The minute she said that, I know that in the middle of the night, I can't get a flight and head back to America, even though you probably could. I would like, you know what? Oh, you don't love me? You think I'm weird? Okay. Let me take all my stuff. I would go to the other room. I would start packing. I would book my flight for the next day. I don't care what the producers would say. Because that's the producers too, trying like, oh, Mike, calm down. Stay for a couple more days. Let's have the conversation. That's what producers are supposed to do. They're trying to produce a show. They probably encouraged him to go back to Colombia too. She says she thought he was weird and that she wasn't in love with him. But yet you said yes to the ring. But the minute he said no to you, that's when things changed for you. The minute he said no to you, that's when things changed for you. However, some of the things that she brought up about his behavior, I can see him doing that where anytime she's taking a sip of water, he takes a sip of water. Saying, I love you all the time. I'm a very affectionate person, but it comes across insecure when you're saying, I love you all the time. I can see him doing that, and I can see how that can become annoying. I get it. But here's the other thing. We knew when you accepted that engagement the night before, that night, your family said, how are you going to pay the rent? How are you going to pay the rent, Ximena? How are you going to keep this roof over our heads? Because they all live in that house, just a different part. I know Mike says, "Oh, I pay, half of the rent." No, he pays all of that rent. And I wasn't going to even be petty and say, take all the furniture. I wasn't going to even be petty like that. No, let her keep all that. I am a strong believer that, whatever I give to you, I'm not lending it to you. I'm giving it to you. I can always get more. Bloop. K11 says that they have no relationship. She's using him, and he says, and all he says is "te amo." They both fake. Word on the street, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Word on the street is that they have broken up. Not a spoiler. We are rejoicing. Cricket says, exact Kempire. I would have bounced. I would have bounced. I would have gotten out of there. If anything, I would have went to a hotel. Poor Mike. Mike needs to find a nice young woman. Not young woman, you know what I mean. A nice young lady for him. Kendall says, that's wonderful news. Vanessa says, me too, Kempire, but I would have also looked for a moving or storage and took all my furniture too. I'm petty. What is wrong with you guys? Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday takeover. Yes, formerly known as TLC Takeover, because this is where we're going to talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows that we haven't talked about and that we don't do separate lives for, but we will be doing a separate live for Love is Blind, the ultimate recap. So stay tuned for that. We do know that the Love is Blind reunion is supposed to happen this week, so I want to try and get that out before that happens. We will talk about that and so much more. And of course, Replay Crew. I want to know your thoughts on some of the shows that we just covered: Inventing Anna, Celebrity Big Brother, of course, Love Off the Grid, Darcey and Stacey, the reunion, and of course, 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. I'm not done with Ximena. Not done with Ximena. Cheryl said, I would pull up with a U-Haul truck. Boxy says, I really do hope they broke up. That's the word on the street. I mean, I would hope so. Mike, if you haven't broken up with her and you haven't cut ties with her and you're watching this recap, because I think he is, it's not going to work out. No matter how you want to twist and turn it, I don't care what she says next. It was very clear that she is using him. I mean, my thing is, if you're watching the show, Mike, you see that she's using you. And the minute you said no to her, she changed. Damn, did she sleep with it? Oh, damn. Lord, the things people will do to furnish their homes. T. Slade says Ximena has a whole new boyfriend. The hitman or the one that's in jail? Sylvia says she'll call him again when she needs some more money. I'm sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if she hits him up a year from now and is like, hey, big head. Gloria says, run Mike. I mean, he does at one point. I was wondering, I was like, when we're going to get to see that scene? We're going to see Mike run, literally run at some point. Tisa says, someone did a screen grab of the new guy. You can find it online. Thank you, T. Slade. We appreciate that. There's always so much side stories going on. I just saw a story about Sinjin, but I've heard the story a couple of months ago about his alleged abusive behavior and one of his exes, not with Tanya. But I heard Tanya kind of confirmed it. He's not that interesting to me, Sinjin. And I wouldn't be surprised by that. Sinjin just... Anyways. Hetty says, I feel bad. Exactly. You have these young kids meeting this man that you have no intention of being with. Sass, exactly. He does. He runs like Paul. He runs like Paul. It's very funny. The same way. How's Paul doing? Is Paul still part of the franchise? I know he's in Brazil. Paul's interesting. Interesting. Oh, Jazzy said the new guy was hot too. Sorry, Mike. I mean, we knew that the relationship with Ximena and Mike wasn't real. She was using Mike to pay her bills. She probably was screwing other men. I wonder how much Mike paid for the ring. You know, she kept the ring. She probably used that to pay off her rent for the rest of the year. And you know, Mike is not going to ask back for the ring, even though he should have. Tamika says, child, don't talk Mike Paul up. Oh my God. Paul's still with us. He's still a part of it. He's still up to his mess. I've seen news about Paul, and at one point there was video footage of Karini hitting him or something like that. Mm-mm. No, Paul is not still a part of the franchise. He is exposed his wife. Oh no, my Lord. Really? Everybody's on OnlyFans. Acme says Paul and Karini had a lot of legal issues. Oof. Oof. Oh, or pay for her boob job. That's probably what she did. Did we see the engagement ring? We don't see her engagement ring here, but this was look, we have our thoughts on Mike ourselves, but we can do that. We're watching a show, but the love of your life says this to you. You are weird. I don't love you. That's very quick. You literally just got engaged. Now all of a sudden, oh, I don't love you. Not Karini has a new man. Didn't she have a man here in the States too at one point? Allegedly. Oh God, why? Lucy says she's probably back with the man in jail. Ximena likes nasty. Isn't one of the kids by the guy in jail? I mean, the youngest? I don't know. Okay, let's not talk about Mike's manhood. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly Tuesday takeover. The chat is a mess. So replay crew, don't forget to look at the chat and what people are saying in the chat. You won't hear me repeat everything, but you can check out everything that's replaying in the chat. Replay crew, let me know that you're watching, and don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. And for those that are watching now, we have over 400 people watching. We appreciate you being a part of our Tuesday takeover, where we talk about some of your favorite reality TV shows. Let me know your thoughts on all of what we talked about this afternoon. And be sure to check out some of the videos that you already missed today, including a story about Heather Gay and her 2012 DUI. We got court documents. And speaking of court documents, the prenuptial agreement between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian has leaked. Thank you, Kris Jenner. Be sure to check that out. Thank you all for being here and being a part of our conversation. This community continues to grow. I'm excited to see us hit 1 million. Yes, I'm not going to say 100,000 anymore. The goal now is 1 million subscribers. There are hundreds of millions of people here on YouTube. So don't forget to spread the word. Sharing is caring. Don't keep me to yourself. And I love when I hear when you guys say, yeah, me and my husband watch you. Oh, I sent it to my mom, or I sent it to my girlfriend. Keep sharing, guys. Let's continue to build this community. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. We appreciate you guys keeping the lights on here at the studio. Become a member at TheKempire.com. Thank you to everyone that donated to our Black History Month fundraiser. We raised over $2,000 for the Sentencing Project. Thank you. And guys, don't forget to show love to our moderators on multiple platforms. So thank you to all of our mods. We appreciate you as well. Let's get out of here with some music. And I'll see you guys in our next video, our next recap. Stay tuned. Tonight will be our Real Housewives of New Jersey watch party exclusively on my TikTok, at TheKempire on TikTok, right, TikTok? Thank you guys so much for roses. Thank you for all tapping your screens. Appreciate you. Our Real Housewives of New Jersey watch party will be tonight. And then, of course, the recap will be tomorrow. Stay tuned. Tomorrow. So take a lunch break at this time tomorrow. Our Real Housewives of New Jersey recap. Thank you all for being here. Let's get out of here with my music. Let's get out of here with my favorite song. Kimberly, girl, we love you.
Kimberly, 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 Kimberly. 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 Get the yummy. Get the yummy. Kimberly. Kimberly.